This shit was fucking crazy, man. Like, people is going in on Cam saying he got washed by a preacher, a pretty boy, a soft spoken nigga. Man, this whole shit is just retarded as fuck, bro. Like, who cares if Mace this nigga? Yeah, Cam diss Mace on the program, but Dipset been dissing this nigga, man. And it's like, keep it real though. Like, it's the whole Jay-Z and Nas thing, right? These niggas said all this shit in they diss records. Separate fact from fiction. How much that shit is real, how much that shit is bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Mace had some good points. We did see Cam dip on Jim Jones, right? We do know Cam did do Jewel's dirty with the Def Jam shit. He even said it himself. You feel what I'm saying? As far as, I don't know. Cam talking to, the preacher man, he kind of did leave hip hop at a weird time. He only put out what, 2 albums? The first joint and the second joint, and then he dipped out. And Cam, this was kind of hard to actually hear. It's like he, sent in the vocals and they put that shit to a beat. It didn't sound like it was, basically a finished product. He rushed that shit out, which is bad timing. I feel like, great, you responded in 24 hours, but it just sounds so muffled. So I'm going to keep it a buck. It was hard to, listen to that whole joint. I mean, I heard the whole song, but it was just irritating listening to it. Like, damn, nigga, we can't hear the wittiness and the punchlines you throwing at this nigga. But, I mean, Mace is 20 years late. Let's be fair. You know what I mean? Because even when Dipset and everybody else was going at this nigga, he was on interviews talking about, oh, I'm not worried about them. Remember the interview where they called it on the radio station? And, the nigga was playing nice. And every Mace interview, this nigga was like, I'm not going to mention him. I'm not going to say nothing. And then all of a sudden it came out of nowhere just because he mentioned a few lines on the program intro track. Like, come on. You know what I mean? So me being a fan of Dipset, I did purchase 1 or 2 Mace albums back in the day. You know what I mean? Welcome Back, I feel like people hated it, but I thought it was a good look far as what he does, far as the type of music that he was making back in the day. And the year that released, it was kind of alright. It just was promoted very poorly. And honestly, even Dipset was dissing him then. It was on the song Take Him to Church. What'd you all say? Everybody welcome him this, welcome him back. He wasn't welcome in the first place. Why we welcome him back? Hey, to go listen to Diplomat Community 2 and check out that song Take Him to Church. That's how Cam should have got at Mace. You feel me? If you're not going to do it on that level, other than your ego telling you that, oh, I can't let this little bitch nigga say something to me, and you responding, that's not a good look. Because when I heard it, I was just like, damn, Cam, you done did this nigga dirty plenty of times on plenty of records. This is by far, it's a weak reply, but not because of the simple fact Cam can't rap. It was poorly executed in my personal opinion. I just feel like Mace, after the whole, what was the Instagram shit, you know what I mean? It was over with from there. So that was the last thing I heard about Mace, that most of his followers was rigged in a sense, and he was out of there. I didn't pay no more attention. Like, damn, niggas really buy followers? Like, for what? Like, if you're irrelevant, you're irrelevant. And then turn around and I'm looking on Twitter and like, what is niggas talking about Mace for? And you go look and like, oh, he did a diss to Cam. I'm like, what? And you listen to it and it's just like, oh, damn. Like, you ain't gonna hate on it. It's cool. You know what I mean? But you like, why is he doing this now though? I don't really understand it. It's like, oh, Cam did mention a nigga. So I'm gonna have to go back and really listen to the whole diss to see what made this nigga just jump out the window and want to say something. Cause I can go back through a couple Dipset mixtapes and albums and they always diss this nigga. He ain't say shit. So it must have been something that really touched this nigga nerve to make him go out there and say something. And he had a long ass time to come up with this diss record. You know what I mean? I don't feel like he heard the song and he basically wanted to say this. I feel like he always had this in his stash and he just waited for the right moment to sit here and say something, and boom. And then he talked about how Cam, the whole pink everything, and you got my name tattooed on. I don't really know if Cam got a tattoo of Mace. Who knows about that? But the whole pink shit, you can't diss that when he had the whole world wearing pink. Like, That's a fact. I don't give a fuck who you was that era. It had niggas that I knew growing up with. Like, why these niggas wearing pink polos and pink shirts and they like it shit was crazy. So I can't really knock him, you know what I mean, for that shit. Cause yeah, he did have the whole world wearing pink. But overall, these two niggas need to sit the fuck down. Cam needs to work on getting Dipset back together. Drop that Diplomatic Community 3. Far as Mace, it didn't even work with the Bad Boy deal or the G Unit deal, which I don't know how you fuck up two deals where it don't even work. You know what I mean? So I really ain't trying to hear that. And I feel like this shit is really not that big of a deal. People blowing out of proportion and going crazy. And it's like in a couple hours, what it's like 11, it'll be 12 soon. This shit may hit Everyday Struggle, couple other places, and other than that, it's over with. But I do feel like Everyday Struggle need to get Cam up there now, because I feel like now he has a reason to actually be up there and talk about some shit, because I definitely want to hear what he got to say about that. But other than that, man, this shit, whatever. It's like when Joe Budden killed Drake on that Afraid record and everybody acted like they didn't hear it. You see what I'm saying? It's like one of those beefs to where it's like, it's cool for the moment, but nobody really gonna give a shit at the end of the day. So that's my take on it. Anything I missed, any of the songs, leave it in the comments. I'm kind of tired. Got a massive migraine right now, but I still had to talk about this because I was like, oh shit, I don't want to forget to talk about this. Other than that, I'm out of here. One.